Um, yes, it's Friday, March the 4th at 11:11 a.m. The reason why I am filming this video is to illustrate how, once again, the hacker is impeding me from opening the Firefox browser. This all started when I began uploading images from my visit yesterday with my sons, the March 3rd visit. My sons were in an appalling state when I saw them yesterday. My eldest son, personally, the way that he looked and he was acting, and that's not the way that he acts normally. He looked as if he was drugged up or something. My youngest son had a hideous haircut and a shirt which said spaced out. And my eldest son, whom I have just stated, was acting in a very unusual manner, as if he were high on some drug or something. He also had a very bad haircut. He had a fever and he was sick. And so my kids are really in an appalling state. And I was uploading photos which prove the chronic neglect to which they have been subjected to, unfortunately, under Anna Dickinson's hands. I was uploading these photos. The browser went. I've tried numerous times to open the browser. The browser refuses to open up. It did open up a short while ago. For a brief moment, it opened up. Actually, 20 browser windows opened up, and then just as quickly, the 20 browser windows, they crashed simultaneously. So I have been trying to see how I can open the browser. Now it's saying the application failed. Now these bogus warnings are coming out. There's nothing wrong with this browser. Let's see if this time it really will be restored. Of course, as I have stated already on numerous occasions in previous videos, the person who is behind all this is Anna Dickinson. She took away my kids from me based on false accusations. The seizure of my children was totally illegal. There was no investigation beforehand. And she has always hated my children. She's envious of them, despite the fact that she's an old woman, that she's 36 and a half years old, going on 37. She's very immature, despite external appearances which might indicate contrary to what the actual reality is. She's very immature, and she's very possessive and very obsessed with regard to my husband, and she sees the children as rivals. And so she has a lot of accumulated, bent up hatred, spite, insecurities, and other toxic emotions within her. And so, unfortunately, this is how she obtains some relief, doing harm to other people. And so I have been trying to fight hard against this injustice. I'm the only one, frankly, who is fighting against this injustice. No one else apart from me is fighting against this. And I worked day and night for my sons. My sons are everything for me. I work day and night for them. In 48 hours, I've only slept 2 hours. I've only slept 2 hours in the last 48 hours. And all that time has been thinking how I can help my children. Now the browsers are finally coming back. Although I know from prior experience that sometimes they can disappear just as quickly as they reappear. The last time that it opened, as I had stated previously, it was a short while ago, and I had clicked several times on the icon since the browser would not come out. And then all of a sudden, it seems whatever the hacker was doing to hold the mechanism which allows the browser to be opened up normally, it seems that he ceased whatever he was doing. And 20 browsers came out simultaneously. And then 2 minutes later, all 20 browsers crashed. And so here, we see how the number of browsers continues to increase, and that is due to the fact that I had clicked continuously on the icon because the icon had refused to open. This is a very pathetic and retarded little trick of the hackers. It's happened to me before on numerous occasions. The hacker is very fond of withholding the normal function withholding the normal function of the browser. I'm sorry, I stopped in the midst of a sentence. I was performing here in operation. That's why I had to focus on what I was doing at that moment. So yes, the hacker is fond of impeding the browser from opening, and then when one clicks on more than one time, then all these browsers all of a sudden they appear all together. I find it something quite infantile, but it must be sad to have such a mediocre mentality. I thank God that I am fortunate enough not to share in such a pathetic mode of thinking.